Hey guys, so sorry for the long wait for the videos. I've been pretty busy. So I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite items that I own in my collection. This has nothing to do with value. It's more sentimental or what I prefer. Like, I obviously have things more valuable than these, but they're just things that I like the most, or I use the most, or are just most interesting. So this is in no particular order. So I guess I'll just get started. Also, if you guys have any video requests, let me know in the comments. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I'm trying to get better at it. Just, you guys gotta work with me here. Also, sorry, I know I'm still not responding to anyone's Snapchats or Instagram DMs. I'm just really not been in the mood. But I promise to stop feeling sorry for myself soon. Okay, so first up, my friend Gary. I'm not gonna say his last name. So he was in Vietnam from 1969 to 1971. He worked with Active. So it was a regiment of SOG, and these are the boots that he went in with during basic. So these are the boots he trained with during basic. 1966 right there. And these are the boots he left Vietnam in. Obviously, he got new boots every month, so these are way nicer than what you would expect. There is some cracking on the sole, but that's pretty common with Vibram. These are, what's the date on these? 67. So these are the boots he went in with Vietnam with. Boots he went out of Vietnam with. I do have an interview with him. My phone died halfway through. If you guys want me to post the interview, I'd be more than happy. But just know that the interview did die halfway through. So he really hasn't opened up about Vietnam to anyone. So it was really real experience with both of us for him to be talking about the war for the first time since he got on the Freedom Bird. So next up in my collection is something I've been wanting since I started collecting. And John was in Delaware. I was supposed to go, but I could not because of court. I'll maybe do a video. Probably not do a video. Actually, yeah, I'm not doing a video on court because they're still looking at my channel. Anyways, this is something I've wanted my entire life. It is a Meal Combat individual box with, I think, 12. I forgot how many are in there, but 12 MCIs in the inside. So he called me up. He's in Delaware. He's like, "Look, they're super cheap. He found them for $60. I asked him to get me one, but he already left the store. So I called up the store. I PayPal'd them $78 for the box and shipping, and I now own a Meal Combat individual box. So it has the sleeve, the actual box, and the 12 MCI boxes in the inside. Funny enough, I did get a trashed box from Nick Diaz, which some of you guys have seen in my video. So I now technically have 2 boxes, so I'm very excited to own 2, let alone 1. This is something I didn't think I would ever own. I mean, just because they're so hard to find. You know, they are cardboard. They do wear. You know, most of these were just thrown out in the 80s. So it was nothing like too special, but as you know, collectors will pay top dollar for something made out of cardboard, whatever. Next up, it's not an M56. Well, it is an M56. This is a U.S. patent, whatever it is. Anyways, it is a Australian M56 canteen cover made by the U.S. for Australia. So you can tell it's got a D right here, an arrow pointing up, and another D here. So this stands for the Defense Department, I believe. Someone correct me in the comments. Also in the comments, you guys are going to see some stuff that I did field edit. Now, I do have a lot of people not agreeing with me on some shit. My philosophy is, if it's something that you're going to own for the rest of your life and you never plan on selling, it's okay to mess with. Like, my original helmet cover, I'm never going to sell it, even if I do eventually stop reenacting. I'm still going to keep my helmet. So I really have no problem drawing on it because it's got me on it, and you know, it just means a lot to me. Anyways, next up is a Vietnam 2 quart canteen cover. So Vietnam 2 quart canteen covers are hard to find. A lot of guys end up using the post-war Alice ones because they're so hard to find. You can tell because the pockets, see, it's straight there, clear. Because it's straight. That's an Alice one. The Vietnam ones look like this, except they have the M67 snap. It's supposed to have the M67 snap, not the Alice snap. So as you can see, this one was field edited. So the snap must have fell off, and they put normal M56 buttons or closers on here. You know, the metal snaps. So this is very interesting. So this was a field modification, as this must have broke. Something interesting too while we're on it, some of you guys have asked to see it. This is my 1971 2-quart cover. Even though it looks just like the Alice one, because it is a straight pocket, this one is actually 1971. Oh, 72, sorry. Thought it was 71. It's 72 dated one. So I used to use this one for humps because honestly, having water is more important than being historically accurate. But, you know, I found that. I'm like, technically Vietnam, technically not Vietnam. I'm going to do that. You know, I don't give anyone shit for using modern ones because honestly, that's probably my one thing I let people get away with, is because water is more... Staying hydrated is more important than being historically correct. Anyways, you guys have always seen this. You know, John and the rest of them make fun of me because I use this for about every impression I can, but it's my favorite thing I own. It's sharp as a motherfucker. It's my Pilot's 5 knife, dated 1972. I use this for my Army and Marines impression, so fuck off, it's what I use. Next up is probably the rarest, one of the rarest things I own, is the Shorty mag pouches, or third pattern M56 magazine pouches. These were contracted for a couple months back in '68. They got in country probably about '69. Funny enough, there was barely any made, and everyone in the movie Platoon is using them. So contract date 1968. You know, it's mint. These are more likely seen in country in 1970, 69. Most of them were, you know, trashed because whatever were shipped over countries were just destroyed. Because halfway through contracting these, they ended up making the M67 shorties. So you see those more in country more often. And I'm sure the movie Platoon did destroy about 15% of the market for these things because everyone used them. Next up is the first item I've ever owned, which is my 3/4 flak jacket. It is size extra large. It's too big for me now. It fit me back then. First thing I ever owned. I got into it and my mom gifted it to me. So it's probably the favorite thing I own because it's just really meaningful for this to get it for me. Anyways, next up, as much as I don't like the kid, when he's not scamming people, he has good prices. So maybe hit him up and see if you get locked up by not getting scammed. I got this from Patrick, whatever the fuck his last name is. I did modify it. I did end up cutting out the rubber one all the way up here. I cut that out because it was just uncomfortable. Because I'd rather use this as a poncho, but that just always like chafed up my neck. And I've seen pictures of people doing that. Well, you know, it's more common with Navy, obviously, and Marines, but I have seen some pictures of Army using the Navy version. Because the Army did have their own version for a brief time with pockets. Funny enough, I actually seen a picture of Oliver Stone with one of these over in Vietnam. But yeah, I did cut that out. I know I modified it and ruined history, but it's something I'm not going to sell. I'm going to have forever, and I use a lot. Last but not least is my helmet. It's got a really late war liner. I'm going to work on getting the P64, so fuck off, John. You guys have seen it 1,000 times. And I have Cools in the Chew Hoy bag, because this is what I normally smoke. There's nothing in them, because if I put cigarettes in there, they're going to get crushed. And yeah, it's far to have cigarettes in your helmet, but fuck it, old school. Yeah, I'm always going on and off about people that put cigarettes in their helmet, but since I got period correct ones, I got like more leeway. Anyways, sorry for no video in a long time. Sorry I kind of rushed through this. I'll see you guys later. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see more of. Thanks.